Hey Leo, what's up? About to do the 6-month yearly reading for 2022. I needed some coffee for the next round of readings, so excuse my coffee cup there. How y'all doing? It's been a crazy 2021, hasn't it? Well, and now we're heading into 2022. Hopefully you checked out your monthly reading, your new moon reading. This will be for the first 6 months of 2022 for my Leos, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Also, you can check your North Node and your South Node. North Node for life path and direction, and South Node for what you're giving up, karma, things of that sort. So I'm using the Sacred Path to pull the... Did you want to go? Did you not want to go? Okay. The Sacred Path... Thank you. Tarot, Burden Basket, Self-Reliance. Number 7. What are you releasing it? You need to take care of yourself. Okay, thank you. This is the overall energy for the 6 months. Now, this is a general reading of energy. It's not going to be specific to coins or to love and romance. However, if it comes up in the reading, we'll address it. So I want to work with energies per month. And in doing so, we're going to do that with the Tarot of Dreams by Marchetti. And then I'll pull some more in-depth energy descriptions with the Dreams of Gaia. I don't want to call it clarifying. I just want to call it expansion of energy. Since I feel like this can change. Everyone's different. Everyone's on a different life path. This is the energies that you guys will be working with that'll be around you. And... well, you're starting off in your own energy. Look at that. It's January. But I will pull cards if necessary. Use your monthly readings and others, as I said. Check out the mid-month career and love readings that I'm going to be doing. We're in the new moon right now, so it's my intention to finish these yearlies for this month, but I have more to go on. And... you know, we're all in that space, right? I hope your holidays were fabulous and your new year is amazing. As we all know, we're transitioning from these stinky 2 years into something. Thank you. All right. Maybe you're blocking a new beginning here, or a new beginning is sort of stalled. Let's see. What do we have for March? Please, Spirit Angels, guides for my lovely Leos. You know, we've all learned from the last couple years, as we always do. Priestess, thank you. There you are again. Wands, Sag energy, but it's fire. 8 of Cups, thank you. Okay. Oh, no, that was reversed. 9 of Coins. Okay. You know what, guys? My apologies. I am not going to read that reverse. I just flipped the deck by mistake. Ace of Coins. Gosh, Ace of Swords. Like I said, I needed my coffee. Okay. Let's take a peek at this. I'll get this out of the way. Self-reliance. Life path. These are messages from Jamie Sams, and they come from the teachings that she had, and these are lessons for all of us. When we pull the cards on what path we're on, what we need to address, what we need to look at. With the burden basket and self-reliance, if you're carrying the burden basket, this card is telling you to pull from your inner strength, right there, and become self-reliant. You can conquer the world when you let go of the burdens by trusting your ability to find your own answers. The burden basket also teaches us not to drop our woes at the door of another. Relying on ourselves and our connection to the great mystery teaches us to stretch into our potential. If confusion sets in and counsel is sought, use this advice. Don't waste the precious time of others if you do not intend to respect the wisdom offered. Know also that it is not your job to solve the problems of others. Do not rob others of their right to self-reliance. In all cases, we only carry the burdens we wish to carry. If it makes us feel good or important to have so much to handle, we might need to look at our ideas of self-importance. The reminder here is that we are all self-reliant and must use our talents to find our own solutions. The best answer is one shared equally by all travelers on the sacred path. Okay. We are in the time of setting new goals, releasing those things that do not serve us. Maybe we've had some issues to deal with the holidays, with family and friends, people that, excuse me while I fix the camera and the card so you can see better, hopefully. I don't know, the light's starting to get dim in here. I feel like we've all been reevaluating what's been happening over the last couple of years and how we want to go forward in this year. It's a 6 year, which brings in balance, charity, some love. It's not going to be without its hiccups at all, because we know we're all in this transitional energy for another couple years while we create this new earth and get rid of the patriarchal top-down government rule of all of us, no matter where you are, just meaning rules, confinement, lockdowns, things of this sort. And we're stretching out and trying and working on what we want our lives to be, what makes sense for us. And this is individually, not a political statement. This is just energy. I feel like we're all transitioning into something. Whatever you had to deal with or are coming in to deal with in these next 6 months, you are into your own strength in January, which is beautiful to see you there. See your own fire energy, your fire element, knowing, you know that you have the strength, you have the ability to drop the burdens, to become self-reliant in whatever way that is. If that's inner work that you want to achieve for this year, if that is a health thing, if that is a business, if that is, a better family unit, relations with your children, if that fits, whatever it might be, you're in the mindset to do it. You have the strength to do so, correct? In February, you're going to come into a little hiccup. Your new beginning is delayed by maybe it's yourself. Maybe it could just be the hiccup in if you're working, getting the job offer that you wanted, or changing the job, or January 14th, I think, until February, we do have Mercury retrograde, so it could be a pause with these plans that you've put into action. In March, you're asked to tap into your moon energy, your intuition. The priestess is here. She's asking you to, and male or female, it's not gender specific, but asking you to tap into that moon intuition moving forward, because when you do, you're coming into April in fire again with the Sagittarian Eight of Wands, being, successful in what you do, moving forward, great passion, making things happen, moving forward. And you have the Eight of Cups here, where you are ascending and you're getting into this emotional intuition again. Nine of Coins here. Considering the fact that you've got no, you really don't. All right, you have a good blend of the elemental energies here. I was going to say you were heavy in air, but you're not. It's cups. I'm looking at the Ace of Swords standing at me. The anchoring thing here with the self-reliance and strength is the Ace is being gifted to you to cut through what it is that you need to cut through, have those breakthroughs, have those aha moments, those new beginnings to move forward in these next 6 months to create your new reality, which is beautiful. The energies around you are going to be very helpful. All right, I'm going to get some enhancement of the energies with this deck, the Dreams of Gaia. Thank you. Thought. What did we just say? There's the Ace of Swords with that anchoring energy, right? I should have taken just the card, but there's thought. That's what you're working with. Oh, Seven of Cups here. And the Seven of Cups in this is it's not necessarily that overwhelming feeling of decisions to be made. It's a very spiritual card here, but in the fact that your new beginning is a little twisted and there's a little bit of time, perhaps it's a decision that you have to make before you can move forward. And it is, because it is a spiritual emotional feeling card, you are going into that priestess energy. 3 of Wands, waiting for your ships to come in. The Scribe here, the record keeper, helping you. You're writing down those goals and going after them. Lovely. King of Earth, right next to that 9 of Coins. King of Earth, King Midas. Very successful. Thank you. Heaven and Earth, and the 5 of Coins. So you have a lot of Earth energy here in June. Okay. Bottom of this deck, 2 of Swords. Yeah, Ace and 2. You're taking that 2 of Swords and you're debating what you should do, how you should move forward, what is happening. Didn't I say I thought you had a lot of Swords energy here? I must have been feeling it coming out, because here you are in thought, in your strength, starting, getting ready to release, or in the release mode, or helping someone release, as you heard with the description. We can only give advice if people are willing to receive it. And the same for us. If people are giving us advice and we don't receive it, it's not going to help us, which is where the self-reliance comes on. Nobody can make the decision to do something but you. And deciding not to do something is a choice. You've chosen not to do it. So when people say to me, I don't have a choice, I often say, well, then that's you choosing not to do it. So let's write down what those situations are and figure out what little action you can take towards them. You might not be able to act on it at this time, but you're making a decision to not do something if you choose not to. So, yeah, I know. I made my kids crazy. So, yes. Yes, I did. Anyhow, here you go from your energy with thought and strength. You have the strength. You're tapped into your Leo energy to put pen to paper, the things that are coming to you with the overall energies that you're looking to release or tap into coming into the new year. With this hiccup here in February with the little stall, and again, I'm not quite sure because, all things are meant for a reason. And here I absolutely flipped the deck when I was going to look at it, so it's my mistake. Fool being stalled, the new beginning being stalled. Maybe you think you're going to do it, you want to do it, you've got everything ready, but then you don't necessarily put action to it. So the 7 of Cups, make the decision, move forward, tap into your inner knowing, tap into that spiritual knowing, because the priestess is saying, hey, once you get into that intuition, into your soul, into what you're really wanting in this life, you're on your way. 3 of Wands. Back into some fire element. You can create what this is. This could be travel, this could be any number of things, but you are moving into that path, which brings you into the 8 of Wands and the Scribe. And the Scribe in here is the person that writes the records in this suite of Swords energy, again, air energy. So if you happen to be on the cusp of Gemini, or if you have a lot of air in your chart, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, you might want to look at those readings also, because the Scribe is the record keeper. He knows the knowledge. He knows, again, not gender specific, is the person that would advise king or queen, would write down all of the things that happened to keep that recorded history. Perhaps this is you reevaluating the things that you set forth in January that you're revisiting in April when your energy gets back there into your fire element as you move forward. And April also being your sister Aries sign, with that, you might be tapping into some of that energy too. Coming into this 8 of Cups and King of Earth, obviously with the King of Earth, a very rooted, grounded energy that you're going to be using to assist you. You're achieving your goals, your dreams. Money may have come in. You may have come into some type of bonus, abundance, some type of wealth. You're tapping into all that is. Because In the Eight of Cups, sometimes you're abandoning something. You know, you're giving something up. And I'm not, as I said, I'm trying to keep this energy generic because we all have, you know, our different paths that we're on. Are you called to abandon something? Are you called to abandon this dream? Because as I'm thinking about it, you know, first it felt to me a little bit more like you were ascending into something else. You were looking to achieve something else, especially with the High Priestess moon, this moon here. Like, what are you thinking about? Is this working for you? Are you going to the next level? Maybe, you know, maybe this energy is in particular giving up all the thought processes that might be blocking you and tapping into your abundance, whatever that is, into this energy of the King of Earth. Or perhaps this is a time out in May where you're deciding to give up the pursuit of all this, to let it go, let the universe, you know, provide, and just allow the flow to come in. Because when you come into June, your Nine of Coins, your Heaven and Earth, and this Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles can sometimes feel like a loss. You don't have enough. This Five of Earth. But you're dealing with Heaven and Earth, which is a higher card. Again, this is 11 in the Earth or coins. Nine of Coins, of course, you're independent, wealthy, you've achieved your goal. You know, you're quite financially secure. I'm going to pull out the Heaven and Earth and read that to you, since that's not a card that most people are generally familiar with, because this deck doesn't get used all the time. Let me find where my... Now, if this card was meant to be reversed, then it is that poor me. I don't have enough. You know, I don't have enough. You know, there's been a misfortune. Somewhere I've lost my way. All right, Heaven and Earth. Sorry, I had to find my book. It's water. Gosh, I'm starting to lose my voice. Let's hope I get through the rest of these without issue. All right, Sensual is the 12. Let's go. There we are. Heaven and Earth. Above, below, nature, humanity, magic, mundane, material, immaterial. Separation is an illusion, center and align, spiritual being in a physical body. So, I mean, you don't really need, I didn't really need to read this, but I want to share it with you. You know, the fact that you're looking at the duality, also with nature and all these animals. If you harm the planet, you harm yourself, you know. So there's a symbiotic relationship between spirit and earthly things, which is where this coin energy comes from. You know, these choices you have, and the Ace of Swords, and the gift that you're being given with that ace for a new beginning, and connecting to what you find abundant. Perhaps what you find abundant, you know, isn't what you thought it would be, right? And if there was a loss of this Nine of Coins, you know, you're balancing Heaven and Earth, and this was reversed, and you're dealing with the woe is me, you know, that has a totally, well, no, it has the same meaning, because you're anchored with the Heaven and Earth there. So regardless, with that Nine of Pentacles / Nine of Coins, you might be giving up. You know, if you're giving up and abandoning a project that you thought was going to bring you great abundance, and you had some kind of loss or misfortune with it, you're reminded here to balance those emotions, to balance what's abundant to you, and ground yourself. What's really important. I mean, no one likes to lose. If you lose the opportunity for a job, or you lose money, or you lose whatever, not really loss, it's just not meant for you. But here I feel like, this fire, making note of where you're going, you might redirect some things to tap into this energy of abundance, with the king being all that there, could be for the abundance from the earth. But this card, having that wealth, abundance, achieving many goals, independence, entrepreneurial, business, heaven and earth is here to say, okay, you've managed to be here. Make sure that you are balanced and you're not living your life too much in the earthly things and not enough in the spiritual things. But there's something about you and not you, but the energy that's driving a lack. Like you just didn't feel like you won. You're still striving for something, maybe. I don't know. And this, you're the first that I'm actually going to draw a clarification card. I haven't been looking to do the clarification energies because this is general energy that will be around you in the month of June. It's not specific like your monthly or your new moon readings would be. So let's see if we can get a clarification for this 5. I feel like it's out of place. For me, I'm not feeling, Thank you, Spirit, Angels, and Guides. King of Swords. Ace of Swords. 2 of Swords. Wow. I'm telling you, you must have, or you might have some of that air energy in your chart or your cusp. You're on the cusp of that with the Gemini. Excuse me. You have placements in Gemini. You're not on the cusp. You're Leo. You have all this air energy here that is helpful. King of Swords, Archangel Michael coming through. Breakthroughs, giving you clarity of thought. The choice that you need to make. You've been gifted the Ace of Swords, and now you're here with this duality again, heaven and earth, making a decision of which way you want to go. The Ace of Swords with this overall energy is gifting you with this beautiful inspiration, idea, communication, wherever it may be coming from, right? There's all that air energy. Okay, that was there. So you might really be in your head. Could be another thing. You're just in your head a lot. You're over here transcribing, writing notes, writing ideas. Maybe you are writing. As I say that, you're writing. Whatever. The 5 of Pentacles isn't about the loss. It's really about the thought process. So with the heaven and earth and the 5 of coins that was there, it's bringing into balance maybe the thought that you had. Maybe you think you don't have enough and you continue to strive. Maybe you weren't getting that idea that you thought was going to be the next greatest thing, but yet you did. Don't second guess yourself with that. Between the Ace of Swords and the King of Swords, you couldn't ask for anything better. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for coming in and bringing the breakthroughs, the gift from the divine. All right, so we're going to pull some energy oracles here. Just get some further feel for any particular energy that the universe would like us to pay attention to. Sometimes these have been coming out with clarifications. Other times deeper meanings. Thank you. Victory. Ha! Victory. Look at that. Look at the Ace of Swords, King of Swords, your coins. You have victory. And I love this because it's not only victory, but it also has the colors of the sacral and the solar plexus. Those orange and yellow colors, which are so beautiful for our fire elements. I'm a sister fire element. You have the swords. Thank you. Temple path, 12. Yes, right here. Temple. High priestess, 7 of cups, which in this is thinking, letting the universe, your ancestors, your angels, your guides help to guide you, tapping into this intuitive source energy. Now, why I mentioned King of Swords over here with all this color is because in the Pathfinder's Tarot, the King of Swords is actually a fire element as opposed to air. So it's not familiar to a lot of people, but it's It's fire. So you have wands energy, swords energy, which in this deck is fire, victory, wands, strength. Yeah, you're all over the place. You're all over the place in your own energy there, which is amazing. And you have victory, tapping into that, right? So here we go. Okay. Happy family. Wow. If you do have Cancer, we just had that one. I think that was on the Cancer reading. Because, you know, what you're saying here is that whatever you're doing, whatever passion is burning inside of you, whatever you're writing, your goals, your ideas, you're going to be victorious. Listen to your inner self. Happy family is also, family isn't a thing for you. It's celebration. It's another celebration card. So you will have that, you know, celebratory energy because you're victorious. Let's see what else we have here. One more, please. Thank you. Let's see. Maybe not. Maybe they're like, well, how much more do you want? You have victory and a happy family. I'm sorry. Archangel Michael. What did I say about the King of Swords being my Archangel Michael card? And Archangel Michael, he's shown here as the first chakra. And the, here we go. Well, I don't know. It's getting dark here. I should stop the readings. There you go. He is, but he is south. He is the direction of south and the element of fire. And that is represented in the colors of these cards as well as the root. So root, groundedness. If you're feeling too much in the sword energy and you feel like you're burning too much, ground yourself as well. Clear that root chakra out because that can definitely help you. But again, with all this beautiful lower chakra energy, it's not all. I mean, you do have green energy, again, rooted, root, grounded here. But you do have swords energy as well. So, you know, a good overall cleansing of all your chakras might be helpful. King of Swords is doubly confirmed there. And then we have Archangel Metatron. Oh, there's another card. Journey. Yeah, self-reliance. What are you doing? Where are you going? What's your life going to be? What did I say about the air? The air chakras. There's Metatron staring right at me, reminding us our third eye chakra to see with our intuition as opposed to our sight. You know, tap into the Seven of Cups and Priestess energy here. Well, if you couldn't be any further, heaven and earth, you've got Michael and then you have Metatron. So you have root and you have the higher chakras with the third eye. Okay. Just to, another thing you have, let's see, we have 5, you have 5. So you may want to look at 5, 5. 5, 5 has come up in pretty much every reading for the change that we're all going through collectively. I was trying to see if you have any other numbers that might... You have 8 and 8, which are numbers of abundance. So check that out. Excuse me. Nothing else is jumping up at me right now, but it's always good to look up those numbers because they often will hold different meanings for you. There's 2 and 2 with the 2 of Swords and the Priestess, so you could check that out. On 2, 3 2s, 2022, you know, adding them all up to a 6. You can also look that up. You have 7 and 7, 2 2 2, 7 7, 88. I would definitely check into those numbers. Look and see what the additional spirit and or angel messages are because you have 2 angels here with Michael and Metatron, which is wonderful. Always good to have that additional energy. And we'll do final messages with angels and ancestor cards. Let's see who else comes through. Thank you so much for my beautiful Leos for the first 6 months of 2022. Any final messages, please? Final messages? Magic Guardian. Unlock the magic within. There's your priestess energy. Temple path. Wow, you're really being told here to tap into that beautiful spiritual energy. That inner knowing. Thank you. Stargazer. Set your sights higher. Okay. What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? What are you giving up to become something else that's going to bring you this independence, this abundance, balance your heaven and earth? Right? Okay, now I could literally place this on Metatron or heaven and earth here. I'm just leaving it here for now. They didn't tell me where they want it. And we're going to pull one more. Let's see if we can, one more, please. Final message for Leo. Thank you. Shaman, trust in higher forces. Wow, guys. Your aces, the divine, Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, Stargazer, set your sights higher, heaven and earth, priestess, temple path, magic guardian, scribe and thought. In particular, thought can be in your meditations. This journey can be a spiritual journey as much as it is a physical journey. And the fact that we now have all of these cards that are representative of spirit, of divine work. You might consider yourself a starseed or a light worker, crystal children, any of these that might resonate with you. Again, these are the energies that are around you. I don't want to be super specific with the 6 months, but this is so much more of a spiritual inner work journey, especially since you have this burden basket here, and releasing what doesn't serve you and going forward in your path. And don't forget, check 77 because you have 2 7s as well, if I didn't say that earlier. What a beautiful message. Whatever journey you're on, it's going to be amazing. And you have a lot of spiritual guidance. Temple path, this is angels, ancestors, passed on loved ones, your spirit guides. You see all these orbs around here. These are your helpers in spirit, whatever that may be. And the reason I say stargazer and starseed, whatever is the star mentioned there, that some of these could be part of your collective. Regardless, victory is yours. Celebration is yours. The support of the divine source is here for you. And 9 of coins, heaven and earth, and king of earth. Whatever it is, it's going to be rooted, grounded, and very successful. So I hope this resonated. I hope you enjoyed this reading so very much, Leo. I appreciate all of your attention and your love for this channel. And please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload new videos. And I send you many blessings for the new year.